In this video, I will discuss about property override configurer in Spring. Spring property override configurer is used to override the bin values fetching from property file in Spring application context. Suppose I have a bin that have the property like URL, username, password, and if you want to load values for these properties using configuration, then we can use property override configurer. If we have already set values to our bin, suppose I have another bin person, it has name as location, and I have already set the values for name as location as Ram 20 Varanasi. These are already set values, and if you want to change its values using property file, we can use property override configurer. So no matter we have already set values to the bin properties or not, property override configurer can override it. So that's it. It is the property override configurer. What we have to do is we have to use a syntax in our property file. Create a bin. Suppose this is a person class and it has a bin name as person. I have one more bin that is a dbconfig and its bin name is dbconf. So person and dbconf. This will be the base name for property file. Look here. Person and dbconf. Use the base name and then dot property name. For the person, it has name, age, location. Use the same name, age, location. If you want to override only two values, and if you want to leave the third, you can leave, or you can mention here too. And dbconfig, it has URL, username, password, and use dbconf URL, username, password. Again, I will say this is the bin name. dbconf is a bin name. Person is a bin name defined here. Person is a bin name and dbconf is a bin name. This is the syntax. Use the bin name dot property name. If there is already values, that will be overridden, and if it is null, the value will be assigned. I have taken here example in such a way that the person bin has three properties and its values are already assigned. I have name, age, location, and what I am doing is I am overriding the value of two properties, age and location. We will see in the output. And one more case is dbconfig. Its values are not assigned. I will assign values to it using property file. The advantage of this is we can change the property of file values and using which a bin can be initialized. So we can provide bin values externally. So let's test it. What I'm doing here, I'm accessing the bin and fetching name, age, location. We can see here that name, age, location, and I have overridden only age and location. So age will be 40. Here is 20. Now we will get 40. And location here is Varanasi. I have changed it to Delhi. And name is same. So name will be the same. This was the case. Look into the dbconfig. In the dbconfig, we have set nothing. So all values of dbconfig for URL, username, password will be specified from here. URL, username, password. Let's see the output. Look at here. Age and location is changed and name is same, and for the dbconfig all values are taken from property file. So what I did is use the location property of property override configurer and assign here property file. If your property file is class path is in class path, you can use the class path, and if it is not in class path, you can use the full path. In this way, we can configure our property override configurer to read values for the bin. One more thing, if we are doing the annotation based program and want to use @component annotation, so what we have to do is I will show you it for dbconfig. First, I am enabling it annotation based programming. What you have to do is component scan. If I am using Java config, then use @component scan with @configuration. Now I have to keep the same name dbconf bin name and delete it. Come here, component, we are done in this way. Let's test it. It's working. We are getting the values, and I have not specified here that bin in XML configuration. In this way, we can use property override configurer in our Spring application to override bin values. Okay, thank you.